The 70s were a wild time for A.B. That TV thing really took off, and he used it. But you know, it used him too.
Just keep on using me.
It used him too.
Until you use me up.
It was too much for me. I couldn't keep up. And I told Abe, I said I didn't think I could do it anymore, and he'd do better with somebody younger, smarter, fresher.
I'm the new kid in the game. Sammy's my name. Lincoln's Media, I direct it so you can inspect it. I came in like lightning. It was frightening. His message was enlightening, so his image I am heightening.
I don't think we realized what a mistake we made.
Lincoln was suddenly everywhere.
It's the Abe and Mary Variety Hour, starring Abe and Mary Lincoln, with special guests Bob Hope, Ruth Buzzy, and McLean Stephenson. And now, here's Lincoln.
I'll take Abe Lincoln for the win, please.
For Reconstruction, that's good enough for me.
People start slavery. People can stop it.
Sock it to me.
There were Abe Lincoln lunchboxes, Abe Lincoln posters, Abe Lincoln action figures, Abe Lincoln cereal, a special edition Abe Lincoln Ken doll to go with Barbie Todd Lincoln in the Dream White House. I own it.
Life was moving too fast, and he was bound to crash. But the fact that it took place on a Barbara Walters special.
Mr. Lincoln, your first term was fraught with problems. Speak to me about your second term.
Thank you, Barbara, for having me on tonight. To answer your question, it's a great... I'm sorry, I need a minute.
I watched that night from my home up in Jersey, Saddle River. And I cried, too. I did. Because he was everywhere. He was all over the place, but his message was getting lost. And as I watched that tall, lanky son of a gun sitting there on Barbara Walters' couch, I knew it. And I could see that he knew it, too. Abe asked me to come back to work, and I was happy to do it. The first order of business, of course, was firing Sammy.
I can dig it.
And then we sat down, just the two of us, and we talked about the past and what he wanted to do and his dream for uniting America, and particularly how he wanted to communicate that dream to a United States. And then it hit me.
President Lincoln is working on a memoir.
The president considers himself an author.
The president's memoir debuted at #1 today on the New York Times bestseller list.
It was a phenomenon. Everybody read that book, North and South. He was communicating again with the people, but he was doing it on his terms, and he didn't have to do it in a sequin jumpsuit with tassels and Christmas lights. And
It is an amazing book. I have read it so many times. I read it every week. I even sleep with it under my pillow. You know, it sings to me.
To coincide with the release of the book, Jacob arranged for a series of televised comeback specials, which featured the president on a simple stage talking to his audience.
77 years ago. A house divided against itself cannot stand. I shall not do more than I can, and I shall not do all I can. Wait, what did I just say? Not do all I can?
It's more like the Annunciation Proclamation.
He looked so presidential on that stage. And hot. Whew.
It was the best of all possible worlds. You had the intimacy of theater, the far reach of television, and the precision and clarity of those early debates. And Abe, well, was on top of the world, even though it was divided at the time.
But there was still much work to be done. And Lincoln was about to come across a new form of media that would help spread his message worldwide.